Hi, I wanted to take a moment and introduce myself to you. I am Chuck Etheridge. I'm going to be your instructor in English 4320. I wanted to talk a little bit about the course, a little bit about how it's designed, and then just show you about some things about how it's going to run, and then I'm going to invite some questions. First of all, English 4320 is called Writing for Nonprofit Agencies, or Writing in the Nonprofit World. And the reason I'm offering the course is that most nonprofits run on writing. You'll learn about this a lot more as the course progresses, but whether it's working internally, whether it's communicating with the outside world, whether it's seeking funding, and or whether it's dealing with a board of directors, most nonprofit employees write a great deal. Why nonprofits? It's a great place to work. It's a chance to earn a living and do good. And even if you're not going to work in a nonprofit, I've had a number of people work for businesses, government agencies, and tell me that the kinds of writing they've done in this course have been very helpful. So that's just a little bit about the why of the course. Before I go on, I want to talk a tiny bit about the design of the course, because I want you to know that the course is based on research. A few years ago, a co-worker and I, Dr. Diana Cardenas, went around, we got some grant money, and we interviewed a number of people who worked for nonprofit agencies in the area, including some professional grant writers. And what we did was we just interviewed them about the kinds of work they did, how they went about doing the writing, what kinds of writing were important. So we built this course based on information, based on talking to people who are already successful in the nonprofit world, finding out what kinds of writing they have to do, and then getting some tips about how to write. And I think that's important for you to know. Enough of the sales job. Not that it's a sales job, because it's true, but here is, if you look, the landing spot for the course. This is once you log into the course and click on English 4320, this is where you're going to land. Here we have the syllabus. I expect you to read it and go over it. I'm not going to talk about it, a lot about it now, but I want you to see how the course is designed. First of all, the landing page has how to log on to Blackboard. It's a video about how to log on. If you've already logged on, you don't need to look at the video as well. And the rubric just tells you how the portfolios are evaluated. That's also information that's available in your syllabus. But some things for you to note. Now I'm going to turn this to the screen and see how it's going to look for you when you log on. The course is divided into 5 units. Nonprofit communication, or communicating within organizations or agencies, relationships with media, publications, fundraising, and board relations. Each unit is going to take approximately 3 weeks. So our first unit is nonprofit communications, and then we're going to focus on different kinds of writing of communication within a nonprofit for each of these 3 weeks. And then when we get done with that, we're going to go on to media relations. Now, this says so in the syllabus, but it's important for you to realize that once we get done with this unit, the nonprofit communications unit, this is going to stop being visible. It's going to go away from your perspective, and then a different set of lessons and week material is going to be available. I mention this because otherwise the screen will get very crowded and hard to navigate, so I try to keep things as simple as possible for the students. Now, basically, you're going to be doing 3 things every week. You're going to be looking at some video, you're going to be doing some readings, and you're going to be writing. Makes sense in a nonprofit writing course. So week 1 is going to be a little bit different, because by tomorrow, or by the Thursday, you have to do these lessons, read and go over it as well. There's a little quiz. And then Friday, you're going to be watching videos, doing some reading, and doing some writing. And that's pretty much the pattern of the course. Now, the thing about these videos is they're a combination of me talking and actual interviews with some of these nonprofits. For example, you click on here. I won't play the whole thing, but you click on this, And the YouTube video is going to open up, and you're going to see an interview with someone who is one of the most effective executive directors of a nonprofit agency. So I'm going to share some of this experience that we got when we did this. So basically, you see how the design is. You're going to be watching videos, you're going to be reading, and you're going to be writing every week. After the first week, it's going to follow a slightly different pattern. Starting into week 2, you'll be doing peer review, meaning you're going to be responding to the writing of each other's, and you're going to be continuing to watch videos for Tuesday or early in the week. And then later in the week, you're going to be doing readings and writing. So we're going to follow that pattern largely. Video and information, peer review, or responding to the work of your classmates on the Tuesday, and then readings and writings later in the week. Now, a note about peer review. I know some of us don't like it all that much, especially the way perhaps we experience it in first year writing. But remember, any kind of workplace or professional writing, particularly in the nonprofit world, that's just the way the life works. You write something, people give you feedback, comment on it. Usually it's your supervisor. You make changes based on what they say, and you send it off. That's just normal workplace writing. Just a little bit note about that. So basically, the way it's going to work is you're going to log in every week, pretty early in the week, see what's due. Oh, what's due week 1? Well, I got the stuff due by Thursday, I got the stuff due by Friday. Or week 2, I got the stuff due Tuesday, the stuff due Friday. You'll look in, sort of see what it is, plan your time out, and then you'll do the work. There are deadlines. I know it's an online course, but the stuff still has to be done at specific time frames, just the way it does in a job. And basically, that's the way the course is going to be navigated. Do your stuff every week. Meet all your deadlines. You'll be fine. A couple other things to contact me. You've got email as well. During office hours, there's a chat room. So you would click on that and click on office hours, and a chat window would open up, and you could communicate with me that way. And that's really basically about it. If you have any questions, please call. It's in the syllabus. It's on my homepage, but 825-5755. Email me again. It's in the syllabus and on my homepage, but it's charles.etheridge@tamucc.edu. I've taught this course before. It's been very successful. I've got a lot of good feedback. And I look forward to working with you this semester. Hope it's a great term for you. I know it's going to be one for me. Thank you. Bye-bye.